That I learned from a young age, if you don't speak up when you're in that barber chair, you are gonna get
whatever
what
you're gonna get.
You're getting what you're getting. You have to learn to speak up and say, I'm not leaving the chair till you fix my hair.
This is what I want.
Alright, man, then. Got a question for you. Yeah?
What's that?
You got a new barber, yeah?
Yeah.
He gives you fire trims.
Cool.
But it's your current girlfriend now.
Yeah.
It's her ex. Are you still going there to get fire trims?
I mean, if the lineup is right, then man.
I mean,
He brings up the car.
I think we spoke about it before, and I feel like, yeah, man, it's old news, isn't it?
Remember, it's a new barber, so you didn't know.
He didn't know.
You didn't know.
You didn't know.
But do you know what?
And he don't know that he's trimming your hair and you're going out of his ex. But you hear him speaking about his ex.
But whatever happened with her before is cool, innit? Like, I'm here now, innit?
Yeah, but it's not on you because you don't know.
Exactly. So
But
if he knows and he carries on,
huh?
if he finds out and then he's still sometimes having conversations about, oh yeah, when I used to do that to so and so. I mean,
I would never confide in or look to him.
No, but it's your barber though, bro. You have them mad convos with your barber.
And sometimes he's not even talking to you. He's talking to the other barbers around him about what he does, what he used to do.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Like, if he's doing that, then it's now disrespecting. And then I have to stop going because of that. It's just disrespecting.
Yeah, but what about if she's told you what he used to do and he's exaggerating? What about if she told you what he used to do?
What do you mean, like, as in a good way or bad? Like,
no, just in general, you know,
This is what you stand
whatever he's bragging about, she said it, the real version.
Yeah,
but he's exaggerating.
Yeah, but then again, it's a disrespect thing.
No, but I would be laughing because I'd be thinking this guy's lying.
He's lying.
No, I hear that, but it's like
it's still disrespect.
It's a disrespect thing. Who's he talking to? Me or the other people in the
just
barber?
talking out loud.
But he doesn't know that it's your girlfriend. He don't know it's your girlfriend.
Like if she walks in, if you don't know,
you have to shut it down from.
Do you have to tell him or do you just not go back?
Well, yeah, you let him finish the trim first because you can't have no conflict of interest.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If she walks in and he's cutting your hair mid trim and he starts getting nervous and jumps and your hairline is getting shifted backwards because he's nervous, then you ain't going back there. But
when there's a conflict of interest, you can't put yourself in that position again.
Nah. But really, though,
if you
because
didn't
it had
know,
nothing to do with you.
if he remember, he's a new barber.
Yeah, this is brand new.
And he's giving fire trims.
So how do you find out that your girl was his ex?
I don't know. I don't know the specifics.
Hypothetically.
Just
It comes up in conversation.
It comes up in
conversation. Oh, you know a barbershop.
Yeah, but say he's cool though, like with the man them, it just didn't work out with her. You're not gonna leave that straight away, especially if it's fire trims. You're just not gonna tell him that that's your girl.
No, but do you know what it is? It's
how often does your girl come to your barbershop?
If he's a new barber and he gives fire trims, yeah, I'm sorry, but the relationship hasn't marinated enough for me to need to stay there. It hasn't marinated. No.
So
like he's got fire. Huh? Yeah,
so
I'm gone, fam. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else. There's other fire barbers, fam.
Yeah. Even if it had nothing to do with you, just walked in there on a random day, new barber, and you had no idea.
Yeah.
If I find out that he used
to,
then it's it's the bragging bit that I don't. It's the bragging bit. It's once he knows, then I'm like, all right.
What about because I'm a firm believer. You don't have to say everything. You just need to listen. Yeah. What about if you go to the new barber and you hear him just kind of talking about his ex, and you don't know that he's talking about your girl, and you're laughing with him and everything, and it's like, oh yeah, what is that you? Oh yeah, man, then blah blah blah, and then
meanwhile,
for somehow he shows you like he's kind of connected. Like, he kind of connected with you. He's like, oh yeah, look at her, she was bad, innit? And you see her, and you realize that's your girl.
Oh my God.
Do you say that's my girl, or do you just keep quiet?
Is this mid trim or after the trim done?
Mid trim, bro.
I'll keep quiet, fam.
Even after the trim, do you say it or just keep quiet?
No. Then after the trim,
After
it's
the
like
trim, I have to say. You would say.
You know what I'm saying? You lot are moving like Andrew from Love Island.
Do you know why? Yeah. Do you know why?
You're saying
because if
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
If I'm still going back to that shot.
Hey, don't disrespect.
If I'm still going back to that shop, yeah,
Nah, do you know what though? Nah, you're right. I wouldn't. Yeah, do you know why? Because I was thinking of it more so from you going back into that shop, yeah, and then obviously man's looking at you like, "Are you ready?" You're like, "Nah, bro, I'm going to my man." Like, you don't want to go to him anymore. You don't want to get trims from him anymore.
Nah, I feel like once the trim's done, like, because I'm not saying nothing if he's
Mid trim.
if it's mid trim, because I need to make sure I'm safe in it.
Even if the lineup is...
I do not care, fam, because with me, with barbers, is that we have this loyalty to barbers, innit?
Yeah. You can't.
But barbers aren't loyal to us, not all the time.
What do you mean?
No, not all the time.
How can they not be? How can they be disloyal to us?
Alright, so in my case,
When his barber went Jamaica in it for like 5 months.
fam, yeah. Or like I understand barbers have to go back home sometimes, especially if you're from our culture anyway. Yeah. But or sometimes if a barber tells you that they're gonna be, what time you're gonna be in on Thursday? 9:00. And then they don't come in until
my barber don't let me down still.
No, but to be fair, for you, I think you got like one barber in it. Yeah. So I'm cool in my barbershop. I'm cool with. There's 3 of them, and I'm cool with any of them. I can get trimmed by anyone in it. Yeah. But there's one that I know, like, if I make an appointment with you,
barbershop like that as well.
Yeah, if I make an appointment with you, I'm not gonna lie, he's fixed up now in it. But if I make an appointment with you, and imagine there's been times where I've booked an appointment and we've got a flight, or the next day or something like that, or I've got something to do, and I'll ask him. I'm like, what time should I be in? He told me 9:00. So then why
9
is
PM
it
or 9 AM?
8 AM. So why is it 11, 12, 1 PM that you're now walking through the door?
Oh no, that's
You know what I mean?
Are you first in the chair though?
What do you mean?
Are you first in his chair?
I've already got trimmed by the others because he's not there. And they've already said that he's slack sometimes as well.
So he's giving you a time.
So why are you putting your trust in him if he's slack?
Because he's there as well.
So based on that logic there, why wouldn't you stay at that barber?
Because he's fixed up now.
Oh, he's fixed up now?
Yeah. As I said, if he was the only one I got trimmed by, I would have gone somewhere else. But I don't mind getting trimmed by the other lot. You see what I'm saying? So because I've grown up with them, I've been going to them since I was young. It's like, for me, it's like, it doesn't inconvenience me too much when...
My shop's like that, actually, when I think about it. My barber, if he can't cut my hair, the others in there I can't as well.
Yeah.
But they've all been cutting my hair from
young,
school.
Ever since I've grown up, I've always had 2 barbers, but one's always been a backup. You get me? No, serious, but it's fire trims, isn't it?
Yeah.
One's always been a backup. But my barber now, I didn't get a trim in lockdown until I knew that his shop would open back up. And even then, he used to come to my nan's yard and trim my hair. You get me? That's the kind of relationship I have. I invited him to my wedding, everything like that. Do you know what I mean? So he says that I'm like his little brother. I say he's like my older brother. So for me, it's like that relationship there is unmatched. Like, we talk about life, fam. Like we reason different.
Yeah, like sometimes my brother, if I can't get to, like during the pandemic, if I couldn't get to a barber, my brother would trim me up.
Yeah.
So
that's calm.
Like, that's all cool.
Yeah, that's calm, fam.
Yeah.
That's better. It's just free.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
It's free, fam.
My old barber, man, I love him. He's my brethren as well, yeah. But he stopped trimming, bro, when he hit the roads. Bro.
He's blessed, though.
He's blessed, man.
So
I was
blessed,
upset because it's like I can't. It's not like he, because he was coming around to my house during lockdown and giving me trims as well, but
cold trims as well.
And he's so blessed.
He's mobile as well.
He's so blessed, yeah. And I can't even really be. I can't be annoyed because man's making money.
Yeah, making more than he was.
Making more than he was in the chair. He was paying his, obviously got to pay rent for the chair.
But ultimately,
for a week or whatever.
Ultimately, he can still trim in it. So that doesn't
Worst
go away.
case scenario. But sometimes your skills
it's peak because I've asked him. There's been times here where my barber's not in the shop. And I've gone to him and I've said to him, bro, like, what? Please come around and trim me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm running around, like he's running around now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
You can't be there for too long, fam. How long is the trim? How long is the average trim?
About 40 minutes.
My barber takes his time because it's just him one. Like, me, I know.
When
from I was young, bro, he's always been the same, and he had other barbers in the shop, but they all let him down, or some have gone to other shops and branched out. But certain things have happened where he won't really take in anyone and train them unless he knows them like that. So for me, I know I've got that relationship that if I want to trim tomorrow, I'm calling him today. I'm saying, yo, D, what time you opening? And you be like, yo, done. Yeah, come, man. All right, cool. I'm coming. That's what it would be like.
Yeah,
and I'll get there, and it's either I'll be first in the chair, or there's one or two people in front of me. If I just walk in and I haven't called him, I know I gotta use my day. I'm using my day. No, but I'm happy to. I'm happy to because you get barbershop chat. Yeah. Everyone's talking. Yeah, that's the other problem. Man. It's therapeutic. It is. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're in a rush, that's when it becomes annoying.
What's cool for me is that I don't have to jump out of my chair to get a trim. I can stay in my chair.
Yeah, that's calm.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's mad still.
That's sick, fam.
So
just there chilling.
I get my trims in my chair. So
but how do they do that though? Because sometimes they have to adjust the height of the seat and like like spin it around and that. Is it not better for for you to just be in the chair?
No, I think for me
that's a luxury.
It's just like I don't really have to do any of that.
Because even sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I can literally stay in the chair. They can trim up. Like it's not too low for them. Yeah, or like it's not too much of a problem.
That's what I was gonna say. When my barber was trimming me in lockdown, I was just sitting on the kitchen chair.
Yeah, when my barber came round, and you didn't have the spin. You didn't have the spin factor.
But he would move around like it was calm.
Yeah.
One of the best trims I had was in sunlight, fam. Yeah. Outside in the garden.
Yeah.
Best. Natural light. You're mad.
Nah, man.
Yeah, trims outside though.
But
different.
It's mad still. Yeah. It's mad. I can't lie. But all right, let's flip it then. So you said that this like your new barber. Huh?
I was about to flip it.
Yeah, go on.
Keep your question.
Yeah, cool.
So we'll flip it to your girl now, or your missus or whatever. Do you think she'd go to the same hairdresser if she realised that you used to date her hairdresser? Do you think women treat it differently?
There's no.
Do you think women would treat it differently?
Of course.
Yeah. I reckon.
And they'll be fake about it as well.
I reckon it depends on how good they do their hair.
Women love their hair.
And how cool the girl is. I reckon it's like that.
I don't know,
Do you know why I say that?
Why?
Because there's a stigma about women that if that situation happens, they don't have the ability to speak to that girl or be amicable. But I think they do. Because if there's a baby dad and he's got two separate baby mums, sometimes those baby mums can be cool and the dad doesn't like it. But sometimes they can get along.
But I do hear what you're saying. But with that, I honestly think it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it's like if you.
Personally, I don't think they would go to the same hairdresser.
No, I don't.
I'm just saying. I don't think they would. But I'm saying I feel like there are some cases where some women could, because they might have the knowledge that she's the ex, but the hairdresser that is the ex wouldn't know that she's the current girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So they just carry on getting their hair done because that can run. That kind of thing happens with ladies sometimes. Man.
But I think like if they did know, like both parties knew the situation. I don't know. Like the hairdresser might leave my girl under the hair dryer for a bit or something. For a bit longer than let's all come. But yeah, fam, like I don't know, and I think when it comes to aesthetics and like hair, nails, lashes, I think girls don't hold loyalty to their how we have loyalty to our barber. They don't have loyalty to their hairdresser or nail tech or.
They have they have loyalty to their nail tech. They have loyalty to them. Trust me.
If they've got a good nail tech.
There's one thing that I know women don't muck about with. It's their nails, blood.
Fair.
You see, when it comes to their hands and feet, if you don't do those nails properly, if that acrylic or shellac is too thick, I don't even know the right terms. I'm hearing terms in that. If you don't do that gel right, or you don't do the cuticles,
you have to come back.
You have to come back and shave that down or take it off.
They're not in the right lengths. They're all different lengths.
Listen, I was on the phone to one of my clients, because I was doing a logo for her, a flyer for her, She was in the salon when she opened and she answered the phone. She said, "Oh, sorry, give me 2 seconds." I heard her badding up the nail tech on the phone. She was like, "No, if you do it that thick, then you're just gonna have to do it all again, and we're wasting everyone's time. You have to do it like this, and blah blah blah. Make sure you do it properly." And I'm thinking, right, like, do you have to bad them up? And then when I listen to my missus, like when she's on the phone sometimes in the nail salon, I'm thinking, why do you have to speak to these guys like so?
Like they're doing something for you.
Do you know what I mean? Why do you have to speak to them like so? But then, ladies, please let us know. Like, is there a reason why you guys speak to the nail tech?
Do they just do their own thing and they were just like, you have to tell them to fix up? Like, what is it?
You
tell us. It's wild still.
Because I do remember when I was young, that I learned from a young age, if you don't speak up when you're in that barber chair, you are gonna get
whatever you're gonna get.
You're getting what you're getting. You have to learn to speak up and say, I'm not leaving the chair till you fix my hair.
I mean, they spend time asking you, like, what do you want?
Yeah, and sometimes they get so used to sometimes trimming you, or they see what you want, they don't even ask. But you have to let them know. Because sometimes they could do something, and you're like,
sometimes.
I
feel exclusive. Like, I feel exclusive. Like, you know my trim. You know my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sit in the chair. You know my thing. You know what I mean? I'm a regular in here. This is my shop. You're new.
But sometimes you do have to just remind them about something, or if it's a new, like you said, a new barber or something like that. Because you know, there's been times I've gotten trims and I'm like, oh man, like I wish you just brought this bit down here a little bit. Like they curved it off a bit too soon.
Because you know how I said that, like I've got 3 barbers in it, and it's like one does it to the standard I like, but sometimes his punctuality is terrible, innit? One, he's all right, but sometimes I don't know, man. Sometimes he's just, I don't know. If he's pissed, like if he's had a bad day,
he's not gonna be a nice trim.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then the other one, you'll be like, you'll tell him what you want. You say leave the beard. And then after, man will be like, let me just trim. And you know when they go with the scissors to keep going round. Till the point
it goes down.
That's happened to me. That's happened to me.
He just does his own thing.
Yeah, normally I get like scissors because I want to keep the beard in it. And sometimes they cut a bit too much and it's too short, man. But what can you do?
I have to let them know, man.
Yeah, but
I've had some crazy trims before, bro. When growing up, you have to learn from it. Look, I'm not leaving until you make it straight. You get me? No, make it straight because I'm paying money for this. You know, that's one leaf out of women's books we have to take, you know. If like when they were in a restaurant, like I remember it was my 1 year anniversary last week. Congratulations, thank you guys.
Congratulations.
But already,
man. Yeah. We went to our restaurant in Wimbledon. Went to our restaurant, me and Van. And I think, what was it? Like something didn't come out. Some kind of sauce or something didn't come out.
Yeah.
And I had already nearly finished my food. And Van was like, no, I'm gonna get it. I was like, Van, please. She weren't listening. I was like, Van, just leave it.
Leave it.
Why are you not just leave it? That's all right.
That's like
the food's nearly done.
This is a completely different story for a second, but this was when like I was in 3rd year of uni and I was like I was nearly finished and they just opened Creams in Luton. Everyone in halls was there.
Yeah.
So like went with a group of friends. They all got their food. They all got their desserts and stuff. And I'm just sitting there for like a good 40 minutes. Everyone's yamming off their food.
And you never went up to them and said, excuse me, my food ain't come after 20 minutes?
I couldn't. It was too ram. Too ram.
You should have just started shouting.
Yeah.
Bro, because they need to hear you, bro. They'll come over quick. It's worst is you're in a wheelchair, bro.
Yeah.
And they're not looking after you.
Yeah.
Say discrimination.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do sometimes.
They better give you 2 desserts after
Do you know
that.
what? For free.
There's been times where people have like, not that I haven't had the courage to say stuff, but people have kind of like done it on my behalf. And it's like, there's a guy in a wheelchair here, like, can we like move him forward? So, do you know what I mean? People will go out of their way to do that.
How do you feel about that? You're like, like, is that me? That like, do you just go forward or are you just like,
I think
I didn't need that.
It's not. I didn't need. It's helpful. I'm not just like everybody make way, gang way, coming to me like I'm the guy, blah blah. But it's like it's appreciated. Like there's people out there that would do that for me. If I might not. It might not come to me personally. I might just be like, let me just wait, like, because I'm that kind of person.
Yeah, makes sense.
Some people would just be like, no, go ahead, man. Like you jump ahead of me or whatever. Yeah. So there are people out there that do that, and it is nice.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you, look.
Go for it, man.
In regards to the barber thing.
Yeah.
So would you rather have like a late barber but trimmed sick, or would you have a barber who's on time, forces the trim, but you got your trim on time in it? So
Late barber.
Late barber. You can work with that, but the trim is fire when you catch him.
Yeah. But I have a late barber now. I'm so used to my barber that anytime I tell my anyone in my family I'm going barbershop, they just know.
They know.
Even when Dan makes plans.
When I make plans with you,
if I know Dan's going to the barbers that day,
unless I say, look, I'm first in the chair and I'm next. Man,
he's in there good 2 hours.
Yeah. But when I come, it's fire.
It's
fire, bro.
So you put in the time to get the trim.
You have to make time.
You want it.
It's just about planning, innit? We're adults now, so it's like it's not like I'm just going to the barber and I expect to be trimmed now. No, I know there's one man up in my barbershop and his barber's always full. Yeah. He's that mad and he don't close early.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go, wait and get what I want rather than quickly do it and then not get what I want.
And then understanding that like if you've got plans at 7 and you're going barbers at 5, understanding, that you might not get your trim done in that time. You know what I mean? You can't be expected.
That's when you have to give the call, because even on I got my trim last week on my anniversary. On the Saturday. So I called my barber, I said, D, like, what time you open, blah, blah, blah. Told me, I'll come. There was one man in the chair, nearly finished, and then there was one man before me. And then as soon as he got them done quite quickly, funny enough, because there wasn't a lot of people in the shop. Then when I was in the chair, he likes to chat to me, innit? Come in his bedroom. So I said, D, I'm not going to lie, today is my anniversary, I've got to be something for the time. He still spoke, but he got it done, because he knows. You know what I'm saying? When you have that good relationship and you all communicate.
Communication, man.
Listen, you see, people, when you know how to communicate, and you have understanding and comprehension and reasoning, it goes a long way. It goes a long way.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying?
I've been going to the same barber for 10 years plus? Or?
Listen, I can count how many barbers I've had on my hand in my lifetime. Because you just have to stay loyal to it.
Same, fam. Same.
I've had Garfield. That was my first ever barber, and I was with him for time.
One of my barbers called Garfield as well.
Yeah, but he was good. But now he does hair. He's into locks and that. He don't really trim hair no more. So I had to get rid of him. I've had Adrian. That was my current barber's prodigy.
Okay.
And he was working in Garfield's shop.
Okay.
So that was him until he decided he didn't want to really do barbering too tough.
Yeah.
And then I've got my barber now that's been my barber since Quay.
Yeah.
Get me? And then I've had another barber, another guy, David. He's got a shop in Mitcham now.
Oh, okay.
But he's cool. He's dread now. But I remember he opened a shop in Heath with his girl at the time, and he had a few barbers in there that he trimmed my hair, but he was the main guy.
Yeah.
When I've never. Do you know what? He was bad still.
Yeah.
Hit up his barbershop. It's in Mitcham. I forgot the name, but it's in Mitcham. It's near you know where Pollard's is.
Yeah.
You know when you got the roundabout as if you're going towards Jay's.
Yeah.
There's a
Lombard.
barbershop. Huh? No, not Lombard. Not Pollard's Hill. There's a barbershop on the corner.
Yeah.
That's his barbershop.
Okay.
But he's bad. He's bad. That's his thing.
But
His new thing.
Question: Who trims barbers?
They trim themselves.
They trim
themselves, or others in the shop will trim themselves.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, I always find that
My old barber used to trim himself.
Yeah, fair. Like my barbers, they always got like, I don't know, it's almost like they don't trust.
Mash up hair.
Like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's got,
But sometimes they get the fire trims, but they got the mash up hair
yeah,
themselves.
they got the mash up hair in it, and you're just like, right, like.
I was gonna say I got a short story.
Yeah.
I went to go get a trim once, and like this guy walked in. I thought he was just a regular guy. He had his hood up in it. So like I was sitting there waiting, and I was looking at him because I thought he was just like another person in the barber's waiting to get a trim. And he went over to the little desk thing that they have, like the barber's desk, and he started like brushing off the clippers as if he was gonna cut somebody else. And I set up, and then he took his hood off, and his hairline was. This guy had no hairline. So I look. This is bad, but I looked at his hairline and thought, "What's he gonna do to mine?"
What's it? Yeah.
Straight. You still got a trim by him,
But he actually cut really well.
Yeah.
He just couldn't take care of himself.
Sorry to even cut you, fam. But I remember one time where we went to.
That's a good question.
Remember when we went to when I went to Luton. I used to go to Luton all the time, and And then
Might as well be
Aaron,
student.
you know what I mean. Aaron plugged me with a barber in it, but obviously Aaron weren't there.
Oh, what's his name?
Linksy.
Yeah,
Linksy.
Is that the same barber you tried to plug me with?
Yeah, I think on what's it on? One of
One of them street. One of them back roads. Yeah.
But so Linksy, obviously Aaron was like, he wasn't around in the area, so he's like, yeah, but hit up Linksy, he's here, innit? So I went there, and obviously I went in and I said, I said, yeah, is Linksy here? Like, obviously Aaron sent me, innit? He was like, Linksy ain't here, he's gone down the road, innit? But he will come back. Obviously, when Linksy goes, like, when he goes out, he's not coming, he's gone for a bit, innit?
Yeah.
So I was waiting for time. I thought, you know what? There was one uncle that I spoke to, and so I thought, let me let him trim my hair, fam. Let me let him trim my hair.
To add some context to that story, just quickly,
Yeah, go on.
Whenever I went into that shop,
Yeah.
there was only Linksy's chair that was occupied.
Yeah.
I went into that shop, and the other guy was always sitting in his chair.
You know that one there? And obviously, this is my first time in it, so I thought, all right, let me just, because I needed the trim, you know how we are when we're going out.
Yeah, it's peak, fam.
And then, man, like, basically after the trim, or he must have like cut my hair low, and then you know when they start dusting you down, take off the thing. Man, he didn't even give me a shape up yet. I said, yo, are you finished? He said, I said, what about the shape up? He said, sorry. I thought.
Do you know why he didn't do it? Because he wasn't confident, fam.
No, there's no way, fam, because the way my hair was,
He weren't confident to do your hairline.
No, but there's no way you can leave it, fam, because he left me looking like what? He left me looking like, you know, what's his name, fam, from Prison Break? You know when he cut his hair down?
Yeah.
When he cut his hair down, you know them guys there, they just they just cut the hair down. They don't shape up nothing, fam. And I thought to myself,
do you know why I said that? Because I remember being in a certain barbershop, and there was a guy training.
Yeah.
And I remember his hand was shaking when he had to do someone's lineup. I said, no. I said, not me. I said, Garfield, he's not trimming me.
Yeah.
He's not trimming me.
Yeah, there's no way.
And obviously, I know that when you're learning, you have to practice on somebody.
Yeah.
But you ain't practicing on them.
I'm not the practice run.
Yeah, I'm not the practice.
You got to practice on family members, fam, or close brethren.
One of them
I could not be a
model
crash
roles.
test dummy. I could not be a crash test dummy.
Do you know what I mean?
for
Even when he had the powder in his hand and he's trying to do the powder thing, his hand's shaking and he's barely touching it. It's barely touching it. It's light. It's not even taking no hair off.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Because he's touching it because he don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, you don't want to touch it.
And then the tools are blunt as well.
Yeah,
You know when
bro.
the tools aren't sharp?
Sharpen your tools, bro.
Sharpen your tools. Or get a new set.
Get a new set, fam.
Get a new
There
set, man.
was one time I was in the barbers and like the barber was cutting this guy like he was Salt Bay. Just
Stop it.
treated it like magic.
Stop it.
It was actually
Is that what he's doing?
proper looking at it like lining up the.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's peak, man.
No.
It's mad.
But yeah, man. You come
Yeah,
to
you come to the end of,
the end of episode 50.
Hey,
A milestone,
5-0.
man.
5-0.
milestone.
Hey, we're still here.
Still here.
It's mad.
See you at 100.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Still here.
I'm proud of you guys, man.
Thank you.
Safe, man.
I remember episode 1, like from day.
Yeah.
You lot hit me up like I'm starting a new pod. I was like,
man.
yeah, I'm in.
That's
Yeah.
the one
remember
thing
saying
that I
from
want to say
earlier.
about you as well,
Yeah.
Manny. You are avid listener, fam.
Yeah, avid
man.
listener,
Thank you,
supporter.
bro. We love
Bro,
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, man.
thank you for being
I'm
a
a
good
friend
friend,
first.
man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. First.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Honestly, from
Honestly.
the heart, thank you
Serious.
for being
Serious.
an amazing friend.
Serious.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
first
it.
and
Serious.
We was talking about how can we make episode 50 special, fam. And I can't remember
Manny,
who
get
said
Manny
it,
on.
but I think it might have been Aaron.
Manny
And Aaron was like, get Manny on.
As soon as I said it, we
Like,
said,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You're
Get him
you're
on.
number one supporter, bro.
Get him on.
I'll be back, man. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
you'll be back, man. We'll see
Come on.
Manny, fam. You'll see
Come
I
Manny.
mean, come on, bro.
Yeah,
You have to come.
Obviously,
Bigger and better.
we're on the you get me? We're on
They
the other
see me
side.
rolling.
But when we're home, you get
They
me?
see me rolling.
Get me?
Oh man.
Oh, man.
But thank you
yeah.
guys. Thank you.
But yeah,
man.
you've been here with man like Schultz.
Man like Aaron.
And man like
DCB.
Oh, hold on. You got Sion here just somewhere.
Sion
He's
floating there. You got
Sion
Dean.
shapes. And then you got
And then you got
DCB,
AKA
Chargy D,
AKA
Angle Man
Dan.
Hey, you know.
Dan.
And shout out
Shotgun.
special guest
Special
like-
guest. Manny.
I like Manny, you know. Hey,
Manny.
sharpshooter.
But
Put your socials up
Come
and
on,
all
bro.
of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
put all
yeah,
the socials up and thing.
Manny.
Manny.
I love you guys, man. Thank
Come
you.
on, bro.
love
We love
you
you
too,
too,
bro.
bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Easy.
And we out.